Hey everyone, welcome to a recap of what your favorites were last month. March was a fabulous month for so many ways. April, I know, will end up being one, but we are just beginning, I don't know where this is gonna go. We are just beginning renovation on our master bath and the chaos, but it'll be worth it. Okay, so let us start. I changed things up a little bit last month and got some really good feedback. So before I jump into categories, I'm going to give you the overall top 10 most favorite items that I can identify through the links that I use. And then we'll break it out into beauty, accessories, and lifestyle. Skipping clothing because the top 10 is full of clothing. So here we go. Number 1 was surprisingly not a clothing item. It is what is on my lips. It is the Revlon Color Stay Satin Ink Liquid Lipstick. Specifically this shade, it's Partner in Crime. But since I purchased that one, I have gone on to purchase Your Go-To, and then 2 more shades, which we will discuss in greater detail. I don't know when this is going up, but I have an epic Walmart haul planned. If it's already been up, I will link it up top and put it down in the description box. I picked up the pink is Your Majesty and the coral is Smokin' Hot. Moving on to the rest of the top 10. The number 2 item was the Free Assembly split neck tiered midi dress. I have it in more of a corally shade, sort of a softer coral, but it comes in, I think, a sage green, a black, and then 2 prints. I love this dress so much, I may go back and pick it up in the black before it sells out. I just think it is such a great dress. It flows so well, and it just, you can dress it up, you can wear it with flats, heels, throw a blazer over it, throw a denim jacket over it, so much. Absolutely love it, and obviously so many of you did as well. Next is this guy. Now I have this in 2 options. I'm wearing it obviously in the long sleeve. I have them in the same size, a small, and then I have the short sleeve version in the most beautiful soft powder blue. Love them both, and I love that you can have it in the short sleeve, the long sleeve, change up the colors. It's the same shirt. Nobody needs to know you bought duplicates of what is essentially the same shirt. Number 4, we hop on over to Anthropologie. It is this beautiful tunic blouse. I have been wearing it over skinny jeans or leggings. I cannot wait to style it for more warmer weather. I would love it if any of you have it. DM me your pics. I would really, really love to see how you style the items that you've purchased through my recommendations. And the easiest way to send me a picture is through Instagram. So if you're not already following me on Instagram, my handle is the same as it is here on YouTube, MsGoldgirl. Send me a direct message with your picture. I won't repost them unless you tell me to, but I would love to see. I think that'd be a lot of fun. So hit me up in my DMs. Okay, number 5, we're back to Amazon. It is that tiered powder blue maxi dress. Oh, I think it is just such a perfect spring dress. You could make it go more casual, but I honestly see this as more of a slightly dressier dress, but there are no rules. If you want to wear them with sneakers and throw on a denim jacket, that's my go-to way of dressing down something, you have at it. But I just think this is the perfect dress for weddings, for showers, bridal or baby, graduation events. If you wore it for Easter, it would have been perfect. It's just lovely. And the price point, you cannot beat it. Then we move on to what I'm going to call an accessory, and it's this guy. This is the Dolce Vita sneaker that is just possibly the most popular item I've ever recommended. This particular color combination is really difficult to find. I have linked several sources of the different varieties. They came out with a newer version that's more of a straight up silver and white that I think is a little bit nicer for spring, summer. There's so many options without glitter, with glitter. So definitely explore the different retailers because they all carry something a little bit different. Such a great shoe though. In case you're unfamiliar with this Dolce Vita shoe, not only I think is it very pretty, it is super comfortable. It does elevate your legs a little bit because inside is a tiny little wedge that you can't see. The tongue is lined in terry, and they solve what to do with the shoelaces. It comes pre-tied like this. Just all around great. Next is what I'm calling the Swiss Dot long sleeve blouse from J. Crew Factory. I have it in, to me it looks orange. They're calling it like a power red or bright red or something like that. I think it's orange, whatever. It does come in white. I think it comes in a sage green. That may be it. Hit the link if you're interested in getting more info. I'm wearing it in a size small. It's a great spring top, and it's just, lightweight and pretty and feminine and goes with so many things. I'm definitely seeing a trend here with all the clothing picks. I think we're all sick of loungewear. Most of these, all of these, are a little dressier. They're out of the sweats and the tees. Not to say that those aren't popular, but the most popular have definitely been the dressier options. And so the next one is a button-down top. I wore this when I went to an art gallery opening. It goes great with, I mean, it comes in a lot of different patterns. I went with the just basic kind of black, well, I guess it's white with little tiny black dots. It's supposed to be some sort of animal print, I think, but it goes great with any kind of colored pants. You can tuck it into jeans, you can knot it. I mean, I love the versatility of most of the pieces that I pick, and this one is no exception. And I usually stray away from button downs because I feel like they're too stiff and literally buttoned up. But this one flows nicely, the collar lays nice and flat, and I think it would actually, because the collar lies flat, I think it would look nice under a blazer, a cardigan, or something like that as well. Amazon was hitting it out of the park last month. So rounding out the top 10, next to last in the top 10 is what I'm calling the lace sleeve top. Now this is technically also a lace sleeve top, but the one I'm showing here is where the body is really more like almost a t-shirt material. It's sort of a waffle knit, and then the sleeves are the coordinating color in lace. It's such a great top, comes in so many colors. I have it in navy. Navy's definitely all year round, I don't want to say seasonal, but a year-round shade, but it comes in pastels and white and cream if you're looking for something a little more springtime appropriate. And then the number 10 most popular overall item of your favorites from March was this new find. This is a reversible kimono. It is so beautiful. You know what? Let me go get it. I forgot to. Hang on. So here it is on the hanger, and I'm not going to do it justice because the light is streaming through it from the windows in front of me and behind me, but this is the print that I was gravitated toward when I saw it in store. I love the bright green. I love the navy, but then it also has these beautiful little tiny pops of my favorite shade of blue, bright pinks, fuchsia, purple, orange. This jacket, although it has so many colors, or kimono jacket, will go with just about anything and everything. It even has side pockets and slits on the side for movement, but here's the best part, ready? It's 100% reversible. Now when you wear it in real life, you can't see the pattern, but because the light is shining through, it may show through on camera. And the neat part are all the details. It still has the pockets on this side as well. The tag is attached with like a tiny little string that you just cut off, so it's fully reversible. Apparently it was a very popular item, and just cannot wait to wear this more throughout spring and summertime. All right, that was the overall top 10, and we've knocked out clothing. Let's jump on over to beauty. Number 1, of course, is what I mentioned earlier, this Revlon lipstick. Number 2, again, it's the L'Oreal Le Color Gloss Deep Conditioning and sort of toner treatment. I have it in the shade Cool Blonde, which will take out the brassiness, but it has the appropriate shade tone for every kind of hair color. So if you want to actually bring out the red or the honey tones in your hair, they have a warm blonde, they have an auburn, they have a brunette. They also have just a clear one to help with shine, and your hair will feel so soft and beautiful. You cannot use this, every time you wash your hair, but about once every 2 weeks will just keep your salon color looking incredible. I love this. Next I actually am wearing it, are 2 things from the same brand. They're both from e.l.f. It's the e.l.f. Camo CC Cream and the e.l.f. Camo Concealer Sponge. I just used mine, so it's not clean. I use this sponge to do almost everything, and it stays damp. It really retains the moisture. And in case you are not familiar with using a beauty sponge, I feel like I need to do better about educating y'all about this. You need to get it soaking wet and then squeeze out all the extra moisture. I do it by putting it inside a towel and squeezing it in a hand towel before you use it. Do not use this dry. But I use it to pat on my under eye corrector, my concealer, my foundation products. I will put the tip into powder and put it to set my under eye concealer or around my nose, and and then at the end of all of my complexion products, I'll go over it just to kind of meld everything together. Such a great beauty sponge, the best one I've ever used. And then with the Camo CC Cream, I'm kind of mixing these two now. So I have shade Fair 140W and Light 210 Neutral. You know what? I think I'm not the Fair 140. I think I grabbed the wrong one. I have 3 of these. I'm actually the lightest neutral shade and then the next neutral shade up. So whatever the fair neutral shade is and then the light neutral shade, I mix them together to create what's happening on the face today. And then number 4, more concealer. This is the Tarte Shape Tape in the Ultra Creamy version. I'm currently wearing it in the shade Fair Light Neutral 16 and wearing it under my eyes. I miss the original Tarte Shape Tape. It became too drying under my eyes, but a little of this goes a long way and has yet to crease or do anything weird under my eyes. I love it. And then last, for beauty favorites of yours from last month, are the Rhodial Collagen Drops. Let me just remind you of what they're supposed to do. It is a strong active protein that prevents and improves multiple signs of aging, including hydration. It supports skin restoration, and it says it re-densifies the complexion, which is another way of saying it helps to firm everything up. I don't know. I think my skin is looking generally better than before I started using it, so I have to agree it's a great product. Okay, let's move on to accessories. Number 1, of course, was the Dolce Vita sneaker. And then number 2 were these. These are the Time and True braided sandals from Walmart. They do come in other shades besides this metallic rose gold, but why would you get any other? No, I just think they're really fun. Obviously, a spin on the Birkenstock, and they are actually very, very comfortable. Next on the top 5 accessories is another Time and True shoe, and these are my personal favorites. I have to force myself to not wear them. They are the Chain Mule in this faux kind of beige, creamy crocodile print. I don't know. And I love them. Again, a size 7. Like all Time and True shoes, they have the little memory foam in here, and I can walk for miles in these. These are fabulous. I love them. Number 4 on most favorites for accessories, again, this month, is this resin watch band for my Apple Watch. I have it in the shade Flower Pink. I am debating if I want to pick up, there's a white one. It's more of a pearlized white for spring, summer, because I haven't changed it in forever, and I really like the concept, but they have really dark ones as well. They have every sort of color that you can imagine, and mine has not rusted. I've worn it while I work out. I wear it in the shower. I've had no issues, at all. The whole band is just perfect. So it's held up really well. And then the last of your favorites for accessories from last month were these. We're getting into shoes. And these are the Drop kind of 2-band sandal with the square heel, which I think is so fun. It's so 90s. I have it in sort of a nude suede, but again, it's Amazon. It comes in so many color options and leathers. Very, very comfortable, and I love it. I love the square toe. I normally don't, but I love a square toe with the square heel. It's just a really cool silhouette. I'm so glad you like it as much as I have. Moving on to lifestyle. Topping the head of the list were these guys. This is from the Trusted Lab. These are what I've been taking to help me go to sleep at night and stay asleep. It's their 750 milligram wellness soft gels. I'm just about at the bottom of this. Now I take this every night. I do want to briefly mention some of the other products that I've been using from the Trusted Lab. I am kind of learning about CBD. That was my elbow. That was not another bodily function sound. As I was saying, I am learning more about CBD and hemp and how that affects your body and the systems in your body. And I encourage all of you to do your own research and talk to your medical professionals. If you're taking other kinds of medication or if you have health conditions, you should definitely talk to your doctor before you add anything to your routine at all. Anyway, so this is what I've been taking at night. I did add, I have just 2 left in here, the Wellness Gummies. It's an immune boosting formula that has a little bit of CBD, vitamin C, and zinc, always good things to fight bad germs. And we have also been giving this to Rowdy. Rowdy, he has anxiety. It's getting worse as he's getting older. Weimaraners are prone to it, and he's definitely one of them. So one of the things we've been trying to help him calm down, and we don't give this to him every day, just in certain situations, and it appears to be working, is the pet CBD drops. And we got the 400 milligrams, and we just add it to a little piece of bread. We just use the dropper, and he gobbles it right up. Seems to be a little more zen. I'm excited. I just got an email from them. I'm a customer, so I get the emails. You can too. And they just had a new product line called the Delta 8 line. And it's funny because Shane has been really looking into this for, I'd say, the last 4 years, because there's been a lot of research around cannabinoids and ulcerative colitis. And his research was showing that this Delta 8 line of THC hemp-derived, I shouldn't say THC, it has less than 0.9% THC in the products, whereas this has less than 0.3%. So there is like the tiniest bit of THC, but that 0.9% in the Delta 8 line seems to be stronger. And so this product is limited to 21 and over. It is limited to what states they can ship to. Texas is one of them, but Shane had been reading all these studies about it. He was the one that told me about the Delta 8 line, and then all of a sudden I get an email from the Trusted Lab saying they now carry it. Now, I haven't tried it yet. I have no feedback for you. I'm really just talking about this because I want to hear from you. If any of you are really into the whole CBD thing or have educated yourselves about it and you have any insight to share with me, I would love to hear about that down in the comments. And if you are interested in purchasing any of the stuff that I've talked about, I do have a discount code. It's just my name, Marnie. But really just sharing this more to get information from you instead of me giving you information. Next, just kind of, there's no segue. We're just gonna go to the next item. Number 2 in most popular is this guy, the Dash Rapid Egg Cooker. I just had egg salad today for lunch. So good, so easy to do. This actually can hold 7 eggs, not 6. There's a hole in the middle. You can balance an egg in the middle. So you can do 7 eggs at a time. It takes like 10 minutes to do, and I've never had prettier yolks or easier to peel eggs than when I use that. Okay, number 3, back again, is this, the Sweet Dreams blanket. Comes in several colors. I know they just had a big sale through Like to Know It, so I'm not sure how the inventory is going to look on their website, but I honestly like this better than the Barefoot Dreams version. It's softer, it's squishier, and I like the colors. Even though there's a similar color combination, I like this cream taupe version a little bit better. And then the 4th most favorite lifestyle item from all of you in March was this desk pad from GG New York. It's very shiny. And I have it in the rose gold leather. It comes in a variety of other colors. And I've mentioned all the things that I liked about it in my favorites video, but one thing I forgot to mention is just the quality of the paper. So I just have some notes to myself, including I was trying to figure out some percentages. I actually had to do algebra. I'm glad I retained like the most basic knowledge of algebra. It worked. The paper quality is outstanding. Okay, so I'm writing notes to myself about stuff I need to get to my contractor. I'm using, pretty heavy marker pen. It's an Erin Condren marker, and it's still, you can't see through it to the back. So I can fill up one side, tear it out, and still use the back. So it gets a lot of use. And it does have the perforations on the top, so it's easy to tear. And then the very last thing that was a favorite, I'm so glad so many of you are getting into this, swinging on a porch swing. The porch swing that I've been spending as much time as I possibly can, except for right now during oak season. I really don't want to go outside. Oak pollen is like, it's a season in the South. It's its own separate season from hell, but it's a season. Anyway, it seems like many of you are getting into the idea of swinging the day away on a porch swing, and that is the 5th most popular lifestyle item from March. Well, that was a fun walk down your favorites. I love doing these because I love to be able to talk a little bit more in depth about each of these items, and sometimes I can find them on sale or a better price than I had originally found. If you're looking at my links, and by the way, if you don't know what I'm talking about, where it says show more, you can open up the description box, and I've linked and listed everything I've talked about in the order in which they're mentioned here in the video. I always link to either the least expensive option, or if it's kind of like a tie, or maybe it might be a little more expensive, the most reputable retailer. I would never send you somewhere that I am not shopping myself. That's why the retailers tend to be the same ones, because they're the ones I'm shopping. But I am very cognizant that if you hit my links, you are choosing to spend your hard-earned money, and I don't want you wasting it, and I don't want you spending more than you need to. So I do put thought into which retailers I am linking to. Well, that is it for looking through your favorites for March. I can't wait to see what April brings. In my life, it's a lot of home-oriented things. I will be curious to see what pans out with all of you when I look through my analytics at the beginning of May. Thank you so much for hanging out with me today. I hope you found something you liked. If you have any information to share on any of the products that we talked about or any insight you want to share, please do that in the comments below. Thanks so much for hanging out, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.